Crypto markets certainly are coming back to life at the moment, and it looks like the price of ADA is increasing, and I absolutely love this. As well as XRP, Doge, all of these old dinosaur coins are really pumping at the moment, and we're going to have a look at why that might be. Have a look at the Cardano ecosystem overall from the impact of all of this. There's a lot of people waking up and understanding and getting to grips about what is happening in the Cardano ecosystem at the moment. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter Buey. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and notification bell on your way in. But before I get into all of these news updates for the Cardano ecosystem, just a reminder here. This is a big reminder. There are a lot of scams out at the moment, and this video here that I did about 4 months ago highlights this scam. This is a video scam that you can see on YouTube, and it's coming up again and again. This is it here. This is what it looks like. It's something like this. Charles be talking, and it's actually an AI voiceover, and it sounds like Charles saying they're doing a big ADA giveaway, and we're going to double your money. You send your ADA to this address on this QR code, and they'll double your ADA back. This doesn't happen anywhere in crypto. This is 100% a giveaway scam. You can have a look at the website addresses, the QR codes. They're all fake websites. Some of them even load up a Cardano looking website. It looks like it's branded by the Cardano Foundation or something, but then it connects to an EVM address, confuses you a little bit there. But if you have a look at the comments down below here, I've ordered this by most recent first, and people are noticing that this scam is back. This is a good video, man. You just saved me. There is a scam going on right now. It looks so real. Remember, ADA never gives ADA away coins. Never. So this is a timely warning with the bull market coming back in. A lot of excitement around ADA itself. These scams will be absolutely relentless. Please warn your friends, warn anyone that's getting into the cryptocurrency space. Investigate your coins, do your own research, but then also watch out for these scams. Never enter your seed phrase online. Never enter in your wallet, connect your wallet to a strange website that you have absolutely no idea about. Make sure you do deep research, ask a friend just in case as well. All right, that public service announcement out of the way, let's get back to the news items. Now, looking at Cardano DeFi in general, this is super exciting to see. The amount of locked liquidity on the ADA ecosystem is climbing, and this is mostly to the price of ADA at the moment. If we pull up DeFi Llama here, we can see the stats itself. You can see in the price of USD. Let me zoom into just the last month or so, and you can see the TVL increasing. We had a peak there of 467 million USD. But if we click over back to ADA, you can see the participation in regards to the amount of ADA in the ecosystem is still fairly low. And this is something that ADA holders in general need to work on. More people need to participate in DeFi in general on the Cardano ecosystem rather than just staking their ADA assets. Now, this will have a big change when Bitcoin OS enters into the space early next year in 2025. Bitcoin holders will be able to interact with all these borrowing lending protocols, these DeFi protocols on the Cardano ecosystem directly from the Bitcoin ecosystem. And this is going to be really exciting. And we're going to see the TVL volume and transactions all increase quite dramatically on the Cardano side of things. One of the big things I've also noticed is that there's a lot of YouTubers and crypto influencers suddenly taking note of ADA. They're seeing these big headlines such as Charles working in the crypto policy space along the Trump administration. We're seeing partnerships potentially with SpaceX and all these other things that is really making Cardano bullish at the moment. And for years, the last crypto winter, people have been absolutely fighting and pushing Cardano down to its lowest points ever. And I think this is why we might see a really big gain within the Cardano's price in general, because it had been pushed down to the lowest points I had seen in a very long time, sitting at that 30 cents mark. So we have a lot of potential to get up to that $3 mark again, that $3.30, I think it was. And people are wanting those type of gains, not just the smaller amount of gains that you might see holding Bitcoin or Ethereum. Coming back to the Cardano ecosystem, we could see it go back to that $3 mark or even further. Hence, people are predicting that might very well happen and coming back to the Cardano ecosystem. I thought this was quite an interesting post, and I'm seeing more of this as well. People that were trading and playing around in the Solana ecosystem, yep, there were definitely a lot of big gains there in the Solana space, are slowly looking for gains elsewhere. seeing, Solana is still growing overall, but these people are seeing the potential of growth within the Cardano ecosystem, especially with that partnership with Bitcoin OS to drive in that Bitcoin liquidity. And we can definitely confirm this on the charts. This is the charts on Bitrue. You can see the Sol ADA chart here. People are definitely selling Sol tokens at the moment and looking at picking up ADA. So this is really exciting for anyone in the Cardano ecosystem. Now, this guy here, Alex Becker, he's absolutely hilarious. I haven't listened to this yet, but you can see here, shout out to Becker for the Cardano recommendation in people's portfolios. Let me play you this clip. I haven't heard this one either, so I'm interested to see what Alex has to say here.
And actual coins I would throw in there, I hate fucking saying this. This makes my skin crawl. But I think Cardano is probably going to go back up to its old all-time high, which is probably about almost a 5x from here. I've been dogging on these guys for 4 years straight. Since I told them to sell at $3, they all viciously attacked me. And then I got to troll them. I got the pleasure, the honor of calling a coin at its absolute tippity top and then being able to troll the people that made fun of me for 4 years straight. Look, we're in a bull market right now. Cardano has a lot of attention. Charles Hoskinson is a big name in the space. He did just sign up to tell people in the US government how to make policy. And as much as I dog Cardano holders, I hate the holders. They are the worst people in life. They're all, it's a coin that's exclusively made up of Chuck E. Cheese employees, just round little 5'2", 5'1" manlets. They all ride around town on scooters. I don't know if you've ever seen a gang of Cardano holders. It's very intimidating. Just a bunch of sweaty little hobbits all patrolling around town on Friday night looking for their wives because they have no fucking clue where they are. They're a terrifying species. I don't like them. That's why I insult them and make fun of them behind the safety of my computer. If I saw one of these groups of men in real life, they swarm me with their limp little lotiony wrists and aggressively try to pat me down or whatever a Cardano holder considers fighting. It's terrifying. I'd be covered in lotion and smell like a Chuck E. Cheese hot dog vendor for weeks. I don't want that to happen. I'm not leaving my house because of it. That being said...
Oh, I think he's scared. I think he's scared. But hang on, let me get back to this.
Technology behind it actually works really well. And so I think based on that, Cardano's probably going to shoot back up to its old all-time high. So I would actually put Cardano in a newbie portfolio.
All right, so Alex is definitely hilarious to listen to, but he's been absolutely dunking on ADA holders for the last since the last bull run. So it's interesting to hear that he's flipping and recommending ADA back into people's portfolios. But most people in this space are after the gains, and Cardano does have that potential there. And even Alex Becker recognizes this. So we are definitely in for a good bull run this coming season. I thought this here was quite an interesting post. This was someone posted on Reddit looking for a way to swap BTC for ADA. Usual patterns, you see coins like Bitcoin will strive and surge first. They're usually the leading tokens out there that will ride up the particular bull markets. And then after that, you start seeing the old other alternative coins, the other L1s, the dinosaur coins as they're for whatever reason coined now. And then you'll see the meme coins and everything else in the space shoot up afterwards. So this person here is looking at ways to rebalance their portfolio at the moment so they can potentially ride up a little bit of the BTC wave and then hopefully ride up further in the ADA wave as the market starts looking for different opportunities across the entire cryptocurrency space. So the way, if you're wondering how to do this, the one way that you could do it is to use a bridge. So you could use one-chain bridges, for example, and migrate your BTC via the bridge over to the Cardano ecosystem, and then use Minswap or Dex Hunter, one of the Dex aggregators, to swap your BTC, your wrapped BTC, for ADA. So that's one way to do it. That way you'll have the native asset itself, and you don't have to go via a centralized exchange. So this person here is asking how to do it without the use of an exchange. I'm assuming a centralized exchange like Binance or OKX or whatever. So that's the way that you do it. You need to bridge your assets via something like OneChain or even Rosenbridge. That's available as well. Have it on the Cardano ecosystem and then use Minswap, Dex Aggregator, one of the other awesome dexes in the Cardano ecosystem to swap that wrapped BTC for ADA. I've got 2 video tutorials on this as well. So links down below and you'll be able to learn exactly how to do that process. Now we're starting to see more and more projects in the Cardano space adopt Bitcoin and doing that to interoperable connections between the Bitcoin ecosystem and Cardano. So hopefully in 2025, when a lot of these platforms integrate these new connections, we will see more players on the Bitcoin side start playing around with the Cardano ecosystem. So this is really cool stuff, and it's really good to see Begin Wallet start to do that process as well. So if you haven't checked out my other interview with the guys from Tokyo, do check that one out as well. It came out yesterday, just before this video. You should see links to it down below as well, but you can check out what they're doing with the Bitcoin ecosystem too. Really exciting stuff. Now, if you've been enjoying my content and you want to support the channel, one way you can do so is by becoming a channel member. You can subscribe as a channel member. You'll get early access to content and exclusive content as well. And you can do so just by clicking on Become a Member below. It will give you some options there, and you can become a member for less than a cup of coffee a month. And these guys here, all these people here have been supporting my channel for quite a while now, and absolutely appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for doing so. The other way that you can support the channel is by delegating to my stake pool, ADAOZ. Search for this ticker here, ADAOZ, or you can get to it via this website here, pool.pm. Click on join, connect one of the wallets here, Eternal, Nami, NewFi, or Yoroi, and you'll be able to delegate to my stake pool there. Absolutely appreciate every last one of the delegates on the pool there. I got 5,294 delegates. Let's round that up. Let's get that up to 5,300 delegates. That would be absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for supporting the channel so far. And if you can't do any of that, just a simple thumbs up will be really appreciated as well. Now, it's not just ADA that is getting the gains at the moment. If you have a look at the Cardano ecosystem itself and look at the native tokens, the tokens are starting to ramp up as well. This is SNEC. This is the meme coin of choice, or one of the meme coins of choice in the Cardano space. And it is looking at really decent gains at the moment. This is a nice jump up here from 0.00096 all the way up to 0.02. Let me just chart this gain here. Let me click on that ruler from down here all the way up to here. There we go. So that is a 200% gain over 12 days. That is phenomenal. And you can only see those gains in the crypto space. So SNEC is doing absolutely a phenomenal job at the moment. If you want to learn more about SNEC, links down below for you guys. But definitely something to watch here. It's only got a 200 million market cap, still very small at the moment. And even now, crypto YouTubers are taking note of it. So they're looking at the Cardano ecosystem and wondering what's going on there. They're seeing the price of ADA go up. Great, exciting. Let's have a look at what's in the Cardano space itself. And this here is a really prominent crypto YouTuber with 100,000 followers. And he is bullish on SNEC. And he mentions in his live stream, next year is the year of the snake in Chinese, what is it called? Zodiac calendar, whatever it's called. So he's excited about the year of the snake, and hence he's looking at this particular meme coin here. Now it's all in Mandarin here, so I won't play this one, but I'll put the links down below so you guys can at least go through the subtitles of this particular video. Another token I've been following closely on the Cardano space, and I am a big holder of, is Minswap. Minswap DEX, the most popular DEX on the Cardano ecosystem. And look at the Min token go up here. Numbers go up, numbers going up are exciting. Let me pull up the live charts for you guys. So it is the lowest here at 0.13 ADA, and we're going up 0.34. Let me get the ruler out again and check this over here. There we go. Let's go the current price here. So over the last 13 days, we're up 155%. So that's really nice gains there as well. So any of the Minswap holders out there, you'll probably be pretty excited about those kind of gains over the last few days. Now, if you're wondering what I'm using here, if it's your first time in the Cardano space, this is TapTools. I did an interview with the guys recently as well, and looking at their growth and what they're actually providing for the space. But this is where you can see all the trending Cardano native tokens, seeing what is being traded. You can see all the volume and everything else out there as well. Everything that you guys need to make a really good decision on what particular tokens to trade within the Cardano space. Now we have Project Catalyst Fund 13 coming up really soon. And for those that don't know about Project Catalyst, it's like a mini funding round that you can get. You put in proposals, the community votes on them, and you get those projects funded to help build things in the ecosystem. So if it's your first time in the Cardano space and you're wondering what to vote on, you can register your wallets before the 20th and be a part of that process. You get some ADA rewards for doing so. And it's a pretty nice way to support all these projects are building in the space. But Minswap here have an initiative where you can submit your Catalyst proposal in this engagement contest. And a part of that process, the winners will get a Medium article, educational tweet, and potentially get voted on within the space. So what we've usually seen in the past is a short list of all these proposals, and then the Minswap community with their Min tokens would vote on which proposals they think the Min DAO should be voting on. So within the Min DAO, it has a lot of ADA in there, and also the liquidity that is locked on the DEX. All of that can be used for voting in Project Catalyst. And as a result, the more Min tokens you have, the more voting influence you have within this ecosystem. So Minswap has a lot of ADA locked up in their smart contracts, and that ADA is used for voting. And hence, that may be one of the driving forces as to why the Min token is going up at the moment. People are buying up the Min tokens at the moment to be able to get some voting power within this process. Maybe after the voting process, we may see this drop off a little bit. So watch this space. So if you are a Min holder, this may very well happen because of the voting power, the voting snapshots might affect the particular price of Min tokens here. So I'll be watching what happens from this. There are a lot of really good proposals that have been highlighted from this. I'll shortlist some of these. So if you are voting or interested to see what is building on the Cardano space, or what's going to market, or whatever it might be, I'll put links down below in a future video so you guys can have a look at what you could potentially vote on for Project Catalyst 113. Now, keeping on theme of governance, a lot of you out there have been asking, Pete, how can I delegate my Daedalus wallet to you as a DRep? And at the moment you can't, but we will see here in the latest version of Daedalus version 7, you'll be able to download that, sync it up, and then you'll be able to register your wallet and register yourself as a DRep for the Cardano governance era, or you can delegate to a DRep via the wallet itself, but you need to upgrade to version 7. So this is all in testing phase at the moment. So we're going to see this launch really soon. So if you're wondering when, give it another couple of weeks. After a little bit more testing, users will be able to use Daedalus and participate in on-chain governance. So really exciting development there. And I know a lot of people have been asking. So we should see a lot of uptake in governance and a lot more people participating in governance on Cardano after this particular update. If you're watching this at a later date, there should be some videos on my other crypto YouTube channel where I do a lot of tutorials. So links down below or in the top right-hand corner there, you'll be able to find more details about how to vote and how to become a DRep or delegate to a DRep using Daedalus and other Cardano wallets. This here is just a nice feel-good story, and I just wanted to point it out. BigPay put up a governance info action just for the community to have a look at and see as a litmus test how the community feels about a certain parameter change. This was the K parameter to be increased from 500 to 1,000. The details about that you don't need to worry about. But the interesting thing here is that it does cost you 100,000 ADA being locked up to submit a governance proposal for anyone to be able to vote on. Now, this was a governance action. Pay here would have locked in that 100K ADA. And then after that governance action expired, the voting date expired, he would have received that back. But there was a little glitch here. And it turns out that any proposal that is put out needs to be staked to a particular stake pool. And because this wallet was generated out on the command line, it wasn't registered at the point of time when this was being created. And as a result, this 100,000 ADA was locked up into the treasury forever. So he couldn't get that back. Now the community came to Peyton's help, and there was a fix that was implemented. So Andrew Westberg here mentions this is fixed in Chain +1 to prevent submissions without a registered on-chain stake address. That being said, given that you're willing to be a pioneer on this stuff, I would support adding the first line to the budget withdrawal to give you your funds back. So that's pretty nice. So essentially, when the Cardano ecosystem starts withdrawing funds from the treasury, Pay will have that 100K back for being the guinea pig in this situation. So that's nice to know that, the community's got you back. If you want to go out there and try and experiment with things in the Cardano ecosystem, try things out, test things, And if things don't work out too well, don't worry, we'll look after you. Now, in some other news, I just want to highlight Liqwid Finance, lending borrowing protocol on Cardano, just broke the 100 million TVL mark on their platform. So that's another nice milestone to achieve. Sundae Labs and IO are working together to bring Cardano to the next level. Let me read this here for you. We'll be collaborating with Input Outputs and Well Typed on the journey to bring Ouroboros Laos to life. This is the next level of Cardano scaling. It's basically Cardano 2.0, and this is going to hopefully be seen next year as well. We're very excited to be a part of the innovation stream as input endorsers have the potential to unlock unprecedented levels of throughput for Cardano. More details soon. So this is a really exciting collaboration and bringing in some really brilliant developers to try and push Ouroboros Laos to the next level and get that delivered as soon as possible. So this is something that Cardano needs overall to increase the level of scaling in the ecosystem, and input endorsers is one of those scaling solutions. So hopefully we'll see this in 2025 as well, and it will really scale up the amount of transactions per second Cardano can do. Now on the weekend, I put a bet on Mike Tyson winning this fight. This was the most disappointing fight I've seen in a long time. And, there's rumors now going out that, the fight was fixed. It was all scripted and staged for Mike to lose and for these two to just take a big payday packet and walk away with that. But the really cool thing about this was I was able to put a bet in using ADA, thanks to Bodega Markets. Luca mentions here, being able to bet on sports with ADA was not on my bingo card for 2024. Love it. And if you haven't checked out Bodega Markets, it's a new prediction market that had been launched on the Cardano ecosystem, and they're doing quite well. I was quite happy with the user experience. I thought I would give it a go myself and try it out. And what better than to try it out on this particular fight? Too bad the fight was rigged. That's my opinion. It was rigged. But the platform itself, Bodega Markets, that was really easy to use. So this one here, this was the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. And if I was a winner here, I would have been able to withdraw my winnings from it. So unfortunately, Jake Paul won. The other cool thing was that the amount of ADA that was locked up in here, just under 100,000 ADA was locked up in that bet. So it's really good to see people taking up the platform and start using it as well. Now, while I'm here, I thought I would give the Keystone team a big shout out. This is a really cool hardware wallet. This is my Keystone wallet here. This is my device. I got this a little earlier this year. I absolutely love it. And it's been my go-to hardware device for crypto assets at the moment. And if you haven't checked it out, check out the reviews. There's lots of videos online about it. But this Black Friday sale deal might be a good way to get you guys started in the crypto space. So if you don't have a hardware wallet and you're looking for a hardware device to potentially hold all your crypto assets in, Keystone have been absolutely killing it with the features that have been adding in, working with the Cardano community, as well as all of crypto in general, to find out exactly what they need and build the best user experience as possible. The cool thing about the device is that it's completely air-gapped. Let me go back to it here. It's completely air-gapped. So it uses QR codes and a camera at the back there, right there, so to scan the QR code, which holds the transaction, all the transaction details. Then you can sign it on the device. And then after that, you confirm it on your wallet, whatever it might be. So it's a really nice way of going about and doing crypto transactions with it being completely air-gapped. And that's a really good security feature that they have. So if you want to check out the Keystone wallet here, I've got links. I've got interviews down below as well. Check out those. I've got an affiliate link. So if you want to support the channel, you can buy one of these wallets via the affiliate link down below. And it helps out with the channel a little bit too. Now, the last shout out I'll do here, a news update, is for Cattle Daddy Media. This is Lily's YouTube channel. She's been absolutely killing it in regards to different type of crypto content out there, engaging with a completely different audience and spearheading the Cardano women movement as well. So this is a really good YouTube channel with shorter and different type of content out there. You still get all the major updates and everything out there that's happening in the Cardano space, but in a completely different format, and it might be a lot more engaging for you as well. So if you want, subscribe to Lily's channel here. It's Cattle Daddy, and you'll be able to get updates from Lily as well. That's it. That's all I have for this Cardano update. If you got something out of it, please hit that thumbs up on the way out. Hit subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video.